Hello and welcome to the United Devils YouTube channel. Yesterday, the Italian journalist Damasio reported that Nemanja Matic has signed a contract extension at Manchester United that would keep him at the club until 2023. And today, Manchester United's official channels confirmed this. So Nemanja Matic joined the club in 2017 from Chelsea for an approximate fee of £40 million. Since signing, he's made 114 appearances and has predominantly played as a deep-lying midfielder. After putting pen to paper, Nemanja Matic said how happy he is to continue being part of this great club. He further stated that this is a really exciting team to be a part of. He believes that the squad has a good balance of youth and experience, and there's great camaraderie amongst the group. He said that this is a key part of the season and that the team is playing well, and he's hoping to continue the fight to finish the season on high and make the supporters proud. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer also praised Nemanja Matic on his experience, his professionalism and his leadership, which makes him a great asset to the team. Manchester United are currently on a 16-game unbeaten run, and Nemanja Matic has become more and more important to that in the recent weeks. Manchester United's greatest strength since the restart has been their balance in midfield, and a lot of this is down to Nemanja Matic's capabilities as a deep-lying midfielder. It allows Paul Pogba to be creative alongside him and allows Bruno Fernandes to venture forwards and get more involved in attacks. Nemanja Matic's composure and calmness on and off the ball is what makes him such an asset to Manchester United. Despite his lack of pace, his footballing brain is miles ahead of everyone else, and this definitely makes up for it. Earlier in the season, many people thought Nemanja Matic was past it and had no future at the club. And I must admit I was probably one of those people, but his performances in recent weeks has definitely changed my mind on the situation. At the time, I think he was playing a little bit more sluggish, he was slower on the ball, always looking to pass the ball sideways or backwards, and was getting caught out of possession way too many times. However, since the restart, his mentality has completely changed. He seems much more inclined to go forwards, and his positioning is absolutely spot on. Him and Paul Pogba definitely complement each other. I think it has given our midfield the stability it needs. I think the goal which really sums up Nemanja Matic's performances since the restart is the final goal against Brighton, which was scored by Bruno Fernandes and assisted by Mason Greenwood, but Matic's contribution was definitely overlooked. So after Maguire's headed clearance outside of our box, the ball fell to Nemanja Matic, who on the turn played a through ball to Mason Greenwood to set up the counter-attack. And I think that really does show the difference in mentality that Nemanja Matic has had since the restart. You would have expected him previously to either try controlling the ball or slowing play down to gain possession. However, this time he had one thing on his mind, and that was to attack. And he done it perfectly, and that ball to Mason Greenwood ultimately is what made that goal. So, although Bruno Fernandes scored and Mason Greenwood assisted, I think all credit goes to Nemanja Matic there. One of our writers, Joe, in an article that he published earlier this week, stated that Nemanja Matic is quickly re-establishing himself as one of the best holding midfielders in the league, and I think I definitely have to agree with that now. He's been incredible since the restart, and even just before the season was paused abruptly. I think it's fair to say that Nemanja Matic has definitely earned his contract extension, and I think all Reds are really happy about this decision. So what can we expect from Nemanja Matic going forwards? I think many of us will be hoping that he can continue the good form that he's been in so far, and one thing that we must always consider is the fact that Nemanja Matic is not a long-term solution for that position. The main reason he was signed is because, of course, he's still a top quality player and has a good few years left in him at this top level. But I also think he's a huge benefit to have in and around the dressing room. I mean, Scott McTominay is dubbed to be the player that would take over this position in the long term, the deep holding position, and I think having players like Nemanja Matic around him is only going to benefit him. And let's also not forget that there's Michael Carrick there, who has really made that position his own previously, and it will be great for Scott McTominay to learn off him and Nemanja Matic. Overall, I think it's really clear that Nemanja Matic was signed for his quality, but also his ability to mentor the younger players and any other players that come in. He's got great experience, and that is something you need in any title-winning team. Well, it's win any trophies really. and he's definitely the sort of player that's a leader in the dressing room and a leader on the pitch. So I think it's a great signing overall. And that concludes my video for today. Thank you all for listening, and if you did like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.